share some knowledge with you. For those of you that don't know, I'm all over the place in here. You might think I'm here or whatever, but I'm just really in tune with knowledge and learning more and knowing more. But today I just want to talk about, the concept of our government. And those of you that know me or like have talked to me know that I talk a lot about our government or just governments, period. Um, and before I even get into it, just listen to what I have to say. Don't judge me yet. Just listen to what I have to say. Just hear me out and make up your own, opinion about it. And let that be it. I'm just gonna state the facts or what I know, and then I'm gonna let you guys run with however you want to. And so with that being said, this is gonna turn into a conversation. I really want to know what you guys feel about what I'm saying. So I'm gonna ask for your feedback. So if anywhere in this video I say something that gets you thinking or whatever, or do you have anything to add into it, just comment it down and we'll just hash it out that way. So, how do you guys feel about our society, like the way that everything is like rolling out, how it's going down? Because now we're having police killing potentially innocent young men, black men. That it doesn't matter what color they are, but it kind of does at the same time. But then again, it's a human being. We have people that are supposed to be here to protect us. I'm doing this because I'm gonna get into that. We have people that are here to protect us that are harming us, doing harm to us, and this is all started. All this has started since 9/11. I don't know if you've known, but right after 9/11, every citizen in the United States was considered a terrorist, a potential terrorist, terroristic. I don't think that's the word. A threat to the United States. Every citizen that lives here in the United States was considered a potential terrorist. So how does that make you feel? You're supposed to be living here in the land of the free, okay? And our police, or the people that are supposed to be protecting us, look at us like we're going to harm them or their state or whoever they're working for, or that we're going to harm them. That's how it's looking. So I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about that? And then going from that to just the way that the United States is, the government. I'm just gonna say it how it is. Our government is stealing from us, but calling it taxation, okay? And they're providing protection. Like, we can be protecting ourselves. We can come, like, get ran up on and get attacked, and we fight back. And probably both of us will be thrown in jail, catch charges, and depending on those charges, like right now, people are getting charges for the dumbest things, but the charges that they're getting can like put a hindrance on people's futures. Because I just seen this thing on the internet the other day. This kid that he was doing well in school. He was excelling. He was already enlisted in the army. So once he graduated, he was gonna go straight into the army. He also was a firefighter, like trainee or whatever. He was like an intern or whatever. And so he carried around like a pocket knife. And most people now would say a pocket knife is a tool. That's what it was. It was made to be a tool. And he brought a pocket knife to school, and they suspended him because he brought a pocket knife on school grounds, and they gave him a felony charge. And I don't know if you know this, but if you have a felony charge, you can't do a lot of things. You can't have one of the good jobs, because for him, he wanted to be in the military. He also wanted to be a firefighter. You can't be a firefighter, or you can't be in the military with a felony charge. Period. Especially if it has something to do with a weapon. A pocket knife, really, it's a tool. It can be used as a weapon, but it depends on how you use it. Like this right here. It's a screw. It's used to hold things up on the wall or whatever. But it's a weapon. Anything you use can be used as a weapon, but it just drives me crazy that our government is doing things to make us, just pull us down, make us lower than low. Like, if with these charges, we can't be anything more than what is on paper. So every time he goes into a job interview or is even considered for a job, they're gonna pull up his background. Oh, you're a felon? For what? Oh, deadly weapon or something like that. I don't know what the charge was, but they were like, oh no, we can't have you here, just because of a charge that he got. Even though like he probably didn't even do anything wrong, he still got that charge, and that's still holding him back. Even if I don't know. I don't know. That makes me mad. Um, I don't know. I just feel like we, as people, human beings, doesn't matter if you're black, white, green, red, yellow, purple, neon. It doesn't matter. We need to come together. We don't need a government. We don't need anyone above us to tell us or to regulate what we need to do. We don't. And for some reason, like, our society now, we, I guess, programmed to think that we need these things or that we want these things. But if you think about it, we don't need it because sooner or later, our government is gonna give us a proposition of peace. Okay, and I'm giving you this. I want you guys to pay attention right now. This is some insight. Okay, they're gonna propose a idea of peace, and it's gonna sound so grand and so perfect that we are gonna have no other choice but to say yes. And if we don't, okay, you don't want to know about that. Actually, I'm not gonna keep that away from you. If we don't, actually, pretty much, it's gonna happen anyway because they're gonna propose it and they're gonna make it look like we all said yes anyway. Honestly, because think about it, our elections are rigged as fuck. And I say that with a bitch, rigged as fuck. It doesn't matter who voted. We don't even have to vote. Our presidents, our elected officials are already picked for us. We just think since we're checking up boxes that we did something or part of something bigger. We voted for something that's in power. But in reality, even if we did have the choice to vote, the same outcome is going to happen every time. And still we change who's behind it all. But like I was saying, we must feel a need for this. Because I know it makes me mad knowing that our police and our government are doing all these vindictive things. Because think about it right now. Because the only thing, like our government, okay, I feel like I'm going to start sounding crazy as fuck. But think about this. What is the only thing that's keeping us attached to our government? I mean, I can't even ask. I'm just going to answer it anyway. The only thing that's keeping us attached to our government is money. Honestly, that's it. That's the only thing. If we get rid of money altogether, but then again, that's going to be hard because everything that's going on around us needs this money. But that's the thing. Like, this money is just printed off paper to represent like interest or what we owe or what. Okay, let me break down. Like say, actually, okay, I'm breaking down to you. So pretty much our currency is based off of gold. Okay, everything. So somewhere here or anywhere, there's gold bars just sitting there, a big room filled with gold bars, and that's the currency. So right now, like, gold is the only currency that means anything. Okay, so because back in the day when they traded stuff, they would carry gold for miles and trade. I'm gonna give you this gold for that blanket or those pails of hay or something. That's it. But somebody's down the road like, how can we make more money and get more trade going around without using actual gold? Because then again, gold was really heavy. Gold's heavy. So I mean, it's kind of a good idea. Nobody wants to carry around gold all the time. So I mean, it was a good idea to create money. But then again, it's bad because you don't see how much that dollar is really worth. I don't have the cash. Check this out. Why do you think every time they raise the minimum wage, the price of living goes up? Or every time they raise, because at one point the minimum wage was $7.50. Okay, and at that time gas was probably like $1.50 a gallon. Okay, now minimum wage is like, I think $9.50, I think somewhere around there, $9.50, and now gas is like $3.60 a gallon. Every time they raise the minimum wage, everything else that you pay for goes up. I guarantee you, if you go into the store after they raise up the minimum wage, go look how much eggs are. Go look how much milk is. The basic stuff that you need, or that people go to the store for, the price is gonna go up every time. I guarantee you. I put that on my life. Every time they raise the minimum wage, I guarantee you. is gonna go up. And it's crazy that the people around me that, well, there's probably are people that really do realize it. It's just they're not speaking up. So I feel like we all need to notice this, spread this message, get this around the people. We need to. It's about that time where we are going to come together, rise up, and become people of ourselves. Okay, not a people of our government or supremacy or anything of that nature. Because there's a whole world behind what we think we understand. Okay, and I'll make another video about this if you really want to know more about what I know. Just let me know. But there's a two-way mirror in our government that we don't see, that most of us don't see. That is, it's pulling the strings. That is just making things happen, and it's not even just in our government, because this is a bigger scale. This is what I'm talking about. This whole pulling the strings, that's a bigger scale than that we can even fathom. But we gotta do it one step at a time. So we all need to come together and empower ourselves and become the people of us. We need to represent us, because we don't need money. Because when we die, we don't need it. We don't need it. The only money is only benefiting. Actually, I can't even tell you what's benefiting, because it's not benefiting me. I don't need no money. I'm happy. I'm content. I'd rather be broke. I don't need no money. You're over here fighting, killing people over money, but for what? It's paper. It don't make no sense. You need people. You guys need to think. Empower. This is knowledge is power. Okay. The more knowledge you have, the more richer you are. I don't care what nobody tells you. If you have more money than me, I guarantee you're not gonna make me feel any type of way. I'm smart. Okay. I got knowledge. That's currency to me. The more I know makes me more powerful than you, honestly. So it's time for y'all to empower yourselves. Know the truth. Can't swallow the truth.